In this week's issue, Edward Sorel illustrates the rise and fall of Truman Capote. In her 1987 review of Capote's unfinished novel Answered Prayers, Dina Brown reflected on his brilliant, but ultimately tragic, life. Read an excerpt below. It's a time-honored literary tradition for a writer to bite the hand that feeds him. It is also a time-honored literary tradition that when their scolded source material cuts them at parties, writers always seem surprised.
This is certainly the case with Truman Capote, who raised in gratitude to an art form. The chapters of his work in progress Answered Prayers, published in Esquire in 1975 and 1976, and now republished as a book, were a betrayal that left the smart set shaken if not stirred.
It was the transparent identities in this last that did Capote in. Even to this day it is fashionable in fashionable circles to take the line that poor Truman lost his marbles when he let out that bit of his awful seedy little novel set in Lockwood Basque. What did they expect? Bleated Truman when the social world turned on him. I'm a writer, and I use everything. Did all those people think I was there just to entertain them? Thereafter he blamed his failure to finish the novel on a crisis of form. It was not the unsettling public reaction that paralyzed him, he said, but the problem of how to mix on the same palette everything he had learned from film scripts, plays, reportage, poems, novellas and novels. This, he claimed, was what kept aborting his attempt to be the American Proust.
I have always felt that the journalist in Capote was stronger than the novelist, and that the discipline of fact saved him from his fiction's tendency to wallow in charm or yield to malice. The trouble with Answered Prayers is that Capote at this stage was not amenable to the demands of nonfiction. He was out of control in his life and in his art.